let's get a little bit more into the WWE Hall of Fame stuff. They have made another announcement. So far, heading the class, Triple H is heading the class of this year's Hall of Fame. We have Michelle McCool going in. We have Lex Luger, the total package, going in. And now we have the natural disasters, earthquake, typhoon, former WWE Tag Team Champions going into the Hall of Fame. And I am digging it. I am loving it because every single time an old school tag team goes into the Hall of Fame, not named Demolition, I know Alexander Paul Green is somewhere out there crying crocodile tears every single time they troll Paul Green. And I know this is inside for a lot of new listeners, but if you're an old school fan of this show, actually, maybe not even that old school, he was on the show with us for the Father's Day special. So he's come on here recently. He is one of my best friends in the world. We were born on exactly the same day, February 25th, 1983. We are good friends, and I tease him all the time because he is a huge Demolition fan and cannot for the life of him understand why they have not put him on the Hall of Fame. And I keep explaining it to him over and over and over again. They bit the hand that fed them. They will never forget what Demolition did to the WWE and tried to put them out of business and tried to sue the life away from this goddamn company. That is petty on another level. If they do it one day, it'll be a business decision. They'll do it gritting their teeth over Vince's dead body. It'll happen. Vince will die in January, and they'll announce Demolition for the Hall of Fame in April. That's when it'll happen.
Well, when was this announced? Should I check the obituaries?
The natural disasters. They are they a Hall of Fame tag team? That's what we usually have the conversation with anytime somebody goes into the Hall of Fame. You just said it yourself. A lot of the older stuff you're not too familiar with. I'm going to go ahead and go on the safe side and say that you don't have too many memories.
No, but these are some big motherfuckers. Were they actually 6'7"?
Yeah, they were big boys and fluctuated between 300 and 400 pounds easily. Now,
I love how I'm watching it. I love how I'm watching the video you said. Man, I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers are stiff as a board. And then the next scene is like, and they're big and they were athletic. You can see them just lumbering. It's like, dude, relax, man. I know you're trying to sell it. Relax, bro. They're not that athletic. They're moving.
I think
they're huge. They're big people, so I get it.
Right. And remember, this was in an era long before the Bronson Reeds and the Braun Strowmans and the really athletic big guys.
In their time, them moving like that with the leg drops
was exceptional.
The belly. What was that? I think he did a belly to back, which was actually pretty clean. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to say they didn't move as big men, but I don't know. Something about the word athletic. I was like, all right, bro, chill. They're moving.
But I don't know if athletic
for that time, it kind of is.
Maybe this word hits you different because I think it's a better word to describe it. Athletic, mobile, like they had some form of agility to them. They weren't just chop and kick big guys. They could.
That's one of my favorite things about Kane, though, is his agility for his size.
He was. But Kane was actually athletic, though.
Okay, but do you see where my brain's firing off? Athletic. I'm like,
when they said athletic, you thought,
chill. Bring it back. No, but they were good. I don't know how good their matches were, but the clips and stuff that I saw looked pretty. It's a spectacle for sure. Those guys are massive dudes.
I would go so far, and if you're a big man in the industry now who might be new to the business, if you want to learn how to truly work as a modern day big man, I would watch some of those matches because they not only were big guys, and we're saying now that they could move, they had some mobility to them, but they could sell. For big guys like that, they were able to sell. They didn't come off their feet a lot because of their size. That doesn't make a lot of sense. They shouldn't get knocked off their feet a lot. But when they did, they made it mean something, and they took the bumps for people they needed to take the bumps from. And that's why I said if you're a big man now, whenever you get a really big guy, always the old guys, hey, don't take too many bumps. Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do that. And then you watch an AEW where you see a Brian Cage who wrestles like a cruiserweight. You know, he's flying over the top rope, he's bumping feet, and he's doing everything that a little guy would do, and he's a monster. He shouldn't be doing that. This is what we're talking about when we say a big monstrous guy who's going to get their offense in, but at the same time, like he knows that he needs to bump and sell at some point. He's got to come off his feet. They did it well. They did it well. They were putting over guys that probably shouldn't have been putting over, but at that time period, it was all about really who was more over than the other guy, and they were over. They were over, but
I like the fact that they were talking about how they were respectable in their own rights, but when they came together, it just created something special with the two of them. So that's really cool, especially for tag teams, man.
Yeah, one of the teams that always comes to mind when I hear that is the New Age Outlaws. Not in the sense of they were both excellent as individuals and then they got together and became a good team. I mean in the sense of Road Dogg was a great talent and Billy was a great talent. Yeah. They had respectable careers before the team.
But when they became a team, it was fucking magic, dude.
It got over like crazy. Natural disasters, same way, right? Earthquake has got that look. He's doing the stomp around the head. He goes off the ropes. He does that sit down. And then we got the Typhoon with the big tsunami splash. You take those individually and you have something. But when you mash them together, a perfect symphony of fucking destruction. It was awesome. I love both guys.
Today, not 5 years ago, maybe not even 10 years ago. Today, I think that works. Like two guys. I mean, I don't think you can find it like that, but like two guys. For an example, the guy who uses the tsunami now, I think.
Buster Reed.
Yeah, he was on there. If you could find something like that, the counterpart for him, I think that goes over now. Again, not 5 or 10 ago, but right now, today, if anything, I think they could really use it considering what they're trying to push. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if it's Braun Strowman and him since they were fighting each other, but then maybe they missed the mark on that one. That could have been, that actually probably could have been really good for them teaming. Who knows?
I think WWE has somewhat started going in reverse. Like it's modern time with a modern, it's a modern look. Right? When you see these new fancy buildings at the entranceway with the drone shots, they're shooting it modern. But the actual storylines, the actual performances now, if you think about it, really, they've gotten back to being more of an old school product. Right? Not everybody's that's why I think it's getting good. They're going back to more of the basics. So something like that, a team like that these days, oh my God.
They're getting into. I don't mean to make the reference. I really don't like bringing it up anymore. But they are getting into their not so much attitude era as in the era, but the way they kind of like did stories a little bit. Not as aggressive, but the storytelling is just. It's more of like the individual rather than it feels like they're being fed scripts. Like some of these wrestlers are really kind of acting their ass off, which is starting to get. They're starting to progress in that manner. Which is why when you get teams like what's the tag team that came Machine Guns? They look so weird.
Yeah.
Because it's not. I'm not saying that they're bad. They just kind of look out of place. Let them cook. They just got here. It's a new thing. They're getting better. I've seen one recently where they met another tag team in the hallway, and it was a lot better. So let them develop here. But that's why they stand out like sore thumbs because it's just like they're not at that level as far as like the performance goes, like acting wise.
Yeah, well, I said it when they debuted. It's hard to come across as a unique, one of a kind tag team when everybody who got into the WWE before you stole all of your shit. You're not doing anything that stands out and is different because all the other tag teams have already started doing it. So
sure, but nothing is ever better than the original. So I think that if they can,
these fans don't know they're the original. The original to them are the teams.
Okay, but I mean, sure, but when you see the original at its peak, you'll know. And I just think the problem with them right now is just I can feel how uncomfortable they are. Like how like their movements where they talk is very unnatural. So I don't know. Just give them more time. I think they'll be perfectly fine. But we are at a ground level of this tag team division, and it is obvious that they are trying because we're getting a lot more tag team segments. Huh?
Yeah, we need more tag teams. We're getting more
Yes,
segments, but we need more
but
tag teams.
we are ground level right now, dude. We are like this
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
brand new construction here. So although I feel very uncomfortable when it's on the screen, I feel like I know what they're trying to do, and you just gotta let these guys cook. So hey, they maybe need to go back and watch some of the videos of these guys and do some history and start learning how to work the ring a little bit. I think you're right. Too many
Study the
people
tape.
are trying to do too much of the same shit, and it looks weird. And there are some people just kind of need to develop their own identity. So we'll get there though. They've been impressing me with a lot of different stuff. So
Yeah. So big ups to the natural disasters getting into the WWE Hall of Fame. Big ups to them. Congrats to the families that is going to attend. In the announcement, they had a lot of their personal family members there. So it should be a very fun night. So